Hi guys, welcome back to Farm Up with me, Dr. Daniel. I'm a doctor. No, not a vet doctor. I'm a medical doctor who retired, who gave up on his medical profession just to concentrate on my poultry farming. Well, for now. And I feel like I'm making it big. Of course, looking around, a lot of you people might actually feel like I've actually made it big. No, I feel like it's just the beginning for me. We are right in the grassroots and we're aiming for the sky. In fact, even the sky is not the limit. So for me, this is just the beginning. And now there's lots of you guys who are looking at me and wondering, how on earth does such a huge project be just the beginning? You're thinking, hey, it can be way, way bigger than that. Well, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to actually be successful in poultry farming, because a lot of you guys do start poultry farms and you never make it big. The money never comes out. Why? How? I'll tell you the first and most important reason. You never invest in learning. No, you don't invest in learning. You just get up and you come and watch a YouTube video like this one and you're like, hey, Dr. Daniel made it big. Come on, I can make it big. He's not any different from me. He's a Homo sapien. He has blood in his vessels. I do have the same. True, you can make it, but hey, there's a price to pay. There's a price to pay, and that's in terms of learning. Of course. So I didn't just get up and decided to come and start a poultry farm. I decided to spend loads and loads of time learning. And of course, I've told you guys about the Farm Up Academy. It's coming up very, very soon. I've been delayed because of this. I hadn't revealed it to you guys, but because of this, I had been delayed. It has been delayed, but it's coming up very soon. And when it does come up, I'll leave a link to it right here. For now, it's not yet up, but very, very soon the videos will be up. And now, for me, I spent a lot of time studying and reading and understanding about poultry. And it's been many hours. It's now years for everything that I've put together. So of course, for a lot of you people, you probably won't have that commitment and time to do that. So it would be easier for you to go to the Farm Up Academy, pay a bit of money, and then, come on, get everything that you need. So, ignorance is very costly. Very, very costly. You'll pay greatly for it if you don't learn and if you don't invest in trying to know. So come on, even before the Farm Up Academy comes out, you can go on the internet. There is a lot of free information. I have like hundreds of YouTube videos right now that only give you information about poultry farming. A lot of you guys will go build houses with the wrong specifications. I've seen it multiple times. You know, I go visit farmers or people send me pictures and someone is like, I'm ready to start my farm. And then you take a look at the structure and my God, it's terrible. Completely no aeration. You know, it's very expensive. It looks really nice, but no aeration. And so the birds are doomed. The birds are doomed to get sick. Why? Because they didn't research. A lot of times I've seen people telling me they want to start a broiler parent stock farm or a layer parent stock farm. Guys, do you understand what's involved? The dynamics. Oh my God. Sometimes I got an email from someone telling me, hey, can you sell to me some of your parent stock? And the person has even never raised chickens. And I was thinking, whoa, this person doesn't understand the cost. You know, everything has a cost in this life. Yeah, everything has a cost. There's the cost of having a child, the cost of raising chickens, the cost of owning a car. You have to understand the cost of everything that you're doing. The cost of being a public figure like me. You know, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter where I pass, people will recognize me, and I have to agree with that. That's the cost for me. I have to be able to and willing to smile with everyone because they recognize me from YouTube. That's the cost that comes with it. So if you're going to be running a farm, you need to understand the cost of ignorance. The cost of ignorance is too much to pay. Come on, do everything that you can to get as much information as you can about what you're going to be farming. You need to understand the kinds of structures you need to have. You need to understand the kinds of birds you're going to be raising, whether it's broilers, layers. The other day I met someone who had a small farm. It was literally a house. I think it had been built as a house for them to stay in or for someone else to stay in. And then I think they abandoned it. So they decided to make it a poultry house. And they had 3 rooms. One room had broilers, another room had layers, and another room had the dual pass birds. Can you imagine the chaos on that farm? Of course, by all means, it wouldn't succeed. There is no way it was going to succeed. So you need to understand what to do. And so the cost of ignorance is too high to pay. Do everything that you can. Invest as much as you can in knowledge. And when you start, everything will be way, way simpler for you. And of course, number 2, when you're done with understanding and knowing everything, then you need a plan. You don't just get up and you're like, hey man, I've got all the knowledge, now let me just do everything at a go. No, you need to go in a planned manner. You need to understand when am I bringing in the birds? Who is going to look after these birds? How much money am I going to be spending on this? Who am I going to be selling to? You know, you need a plan, you need a business plan, you need a farm plan, you need a plan. If you go into it like, you know, someone who is ignorant, someone who doesn't know what they are doing, of course you're going to face problems of someone who doesn't know what they are doing. So you've got to plan. Sit down, write it down, you know, put it on a board, put it in a book, put it somewhere, and try as much as possible to follow your plan as much as possible. Of course, a lot of the times, in fact, most of the times you're going to divert from your plan because there are a lot of unseen things, but at least there is some form of direction, some form of vision. You're not going to be jumping from one thing to another, from one thing to another. You need to have a plan. If you have no plan, you'll be unstable in your ways. And if you're unstable in your ways, you're going to be fail. Lack of stability is the #1 cause of failing. So make sure that you follow a plan. And when it comes to planning, one of the things that is very, very forgotten is the market. Of course, people do understand that it's important, but they forget how critical it is for you to identify your market before you start. You know, when you do start your farm, it's very important that as you're raising the birds, or even before you raise the birds, you're looking for the market, especially when it comes to broilers. Hey man, broilers grow really, really quick. These days people do it in less than 30 days, you know, 29 days. People are getting the broilers out. There are people who want their chicken, people who buy chicken, and they want it at 1.2 kilos. Come on, that's a very short time. That's less than 4 weeks that the bird is already at 1.2 kilos. So, in such a short time, have you identified the market that you're going to be using for these broilers? It is so, so important. Look for the market. Look for the market yourself. You're probably not going to hire a marketing team because you're starting out small. But move out. Step out of that house. Go to the streets. Look for those guys who roast chicken on the streets. Give them your proposal. Man, a lot of them will be willing to buy the chickens from you. Do everything that you can to look for the market. Very, very important in your business plan, because if it reaches production and you have no one buying your stuff, come on, you'll feel really pathetic. You'll give up. Yet there's actually a lot of market outside there. Trust me, there's a lot of market for these things. You just need to be focused, because most people are not focused. I'll tell you, most people are not going to be focused. Most people are not going to look for the market. So if you can look for the market, you'll have gotten a heads up ahead of all of them. So be very, very focused in terms of looking for the market. That's part of the plan. #3 is not working with reliable suppliers. You see, when you get into the poultry business, it's very, very important where you do get everything of yours from, especially the feed and the birds. Very, very important. Have you looked around on the market for who the best feed supplier is for you? Of course, sometimes they're going to be expensive, but you also need to think about the quality. So at some point you need to weigh and balance the price and the quality. If the quality is too bad, even if the price is really good, come on, you messed. If the price is too high, even if the quality is good, you're not going to make any money. You need to balance. But if I told you to choose, I would rather tell you to choose the quality ahead of price, because it changes everything for you. It doesn't make sense for you to put all your money into the birds and then at 5 weeks, 6 weeks, you're having broilers and they're less than 1 kilo. Come on, you're in trouble. Very, very important that you get the correct feeds. You're having layers. The layers which 21 weeks, they haven't laid eggs. You're in trouble. You're not going to get your money back, okay? So it's very important that you get reliable suppliers for your feeds, but also, importantly, your chicks. That's why we have Farm Up, right? So we are supplying the old chicks for both layers and broilers. Before it was just layers. We decided to add broilers. Of course, right now, as I speak at the moment, the broilers are not available. But by mid-September of this year, 2022, the broilers will be available. So actually, I'm running an offer. The first 200 people to pre-order are actually going to be getting a 20% discount off the birds. Come on, that's really cool. That means if you are planning on paying for 500 birds, you can get 600 birds, because 20% of 500 is 100. So you can have 600 birds. That's 100 extra birds for you. That's extra money that you're getting into your pocket. So come on, book right now, pre-order right now, and you're going to have really good benefits. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Quite easy to order. just go in the description of this video. I've put a number that you can call or WhatsApp. That's if you're in Uganda. If you're outside Uganda, like I've said, it's quite complicated for me right now. I'm working on the paperwork and I know it's taken long, but yeah, things usually take long to ensure that we're able to send things out. You know, it involves lots of authorities, both here in Uganda and in the different countries. So it will take quite long, but we want to do it the right way. But if you're in Uganda, yeah, just call any of those numbers. You'll be directed to our nearest point closest to you. That way you can pre-order and you'll be a happy person. So the breed is so important. The quality of the day-old chick is so important. If you get a sickly chick, you're in trouble. The chick might not be sickly, but it just won't put on weight. Trouble for you, my friend. So make sure that you get a good breed of the birds that you have. For us, for the broilers, we have a breed called Cob 500. It's widely renowned as being one of the best breeds in terms of broilers. Really, really good. It can be kept in the deep litter system. We've actually kept part of it on a free range system. The parent stock, you know, the sexing errors, as you guys understand. A lot of times with these birds you get sexing errors because it's impossible to get 100% sexing, knowing that these are males or these are females. So we'll occasionally put the sexing errors in a free range system and they are growing really, really well. No disease, no illness, perfect. So you can keep them in both systems. Of course, if you want to do it on a commercial level, I wouldn't advise you to keep broilers on a free range system. But if you want to do it for your own home consumption, awesome idea. Keep them on a free range system, feed them your organic stuff, you know, feed them your greens, vegetables, the food that you have at home. You're going to get a really beautiful grown up broiler. And for the layers, you have the Issa Brown. Really, really good birds. They drop almost an egg every day for an entire year. That's lots of eggs. So over 330 eggs every year. Really, really good breed of birds. So you need to make sure that you get the correct quality and type of birds, and then you'll be a happy farmer. So yes, I've tried to briefly touch on the points that will ensure that you become a successful farmer. Come on, don't be like anyone else out there. Go and act on them. Act on all of them. You do act on all of them, you're going to become a really happy farmer. Really, really happy. You're going to get lots of money and you'll get to the point just like me, where you have all this and you feel like you're just starting out. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, smash the notification bell. That way you never miss out on any upload. Lots of love. Catch you very soon with another video. Bye-bye.